Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today with a movie that just premiered on the Syfy channel. A review of that. It's called Lavalantula, and it stars Steve Guttenberg. And they said it stars the cast of Police Academy. Well, basically, the main star is Steve Guttenberg, and then the girl played Callahan. Leslie Easterbrook has one scene in it, and then Michael Winslow's in it, and also I assume the girl's with her is Brooks. I haven't seen the Police Academies have been a long time ago. I assume that's Brooks, but she doesn't do that squeaky voice like, and then she says, "Hey, sit down, dirt bags," like in the Police Academy movies. And one of the saving graces is towards the end of the movie, Michael Winslow was really doing a lot of those sound effects and getting a little silly, even though there's really no reason for him to. I like that. Let's go back to the beginning of the movie. I'm not giving away any spoilers. You wanted Michael Winslow to do the sound effects, so that's not really a spoiler. Basically, Steve Guttenberg, he starts as a movie actor. I mean, and his name's Colton West. It would have been cool if they just called him Steve Guttenberg, and because the guy said that it starts off with them filming a movie, and then then it says there's bugs involved. He says, I am not doing bugs. I hate bugs. So he walked off the set. And the guy said, you were doing movies like back in the 90s like Clown Cops. That would be cool. They just call him Steve Guttenberg and they called it Police Academy. But oh well. And what would have been cool when they said Cash Police Academy, he said when he walked out, the guy said, well, at least we have someone to replace you. And it would have been the guy to replace Steve Guttenberg in the Police Academy movies that played the Steve Guttenberg character in Police Academies 5, 6, and 7. That would have been kind of funny and neat, but they didn't think that much. And this is trying to be like the new Sharknado. I'll give you my views on whether this is Sharknado worthy or not. And they have some stuff, and then like 7 minutes in the movie, they show this giant volcano shooting these fireballs, all these cars exploding very poorly. The special effects are very bad in this movie, and even by Sharknado standards, they're bad. Especially, well, there's some scenes where they look okay, but there's some scenes that are really, really horrible CGI. But I mean, you kind of expect that from watching the Sharknado movies, but even by Sharknado standards, they were bad. For the most part, there's some scenes that are okay. And all of a sudden you see these sharks, god damn it, these spiders coming out of the ground that could breathe fire and set people on fire and have, they probably have lava for blood and stuff like that too. They ooze lava, they can shoot lava, they can jump on somebody and catch them on fire. And what reminds me of is, I remember a friend in school when I was back in middle school or high school, named Bubba. Yes, there was a guy named Bubba. Was telling me about this movie about these bugs that set people on fire. He saw on TV a long time ago, and I said, "Boy, I want to see that." And I was looking for it, and I didn't get a chance to see it till I was in Germany when I was in the army, and it was called Bug. It was one of I think it was the very last movie that William Castle did. Or produced, or he might have directed too, I can't remember. Either in 74, 75, 76, and it's about, like you see that there's this earthquake and the ground opens up and these cockroaches come out and they can start firing. Like one cockroach gets in this girl's hair and sets her on fire and stuff. It's nuts. And it gets really creepy, crawly, and icky towards the end. I loved it. That was a 10 out of 10 for me. That was a really good bug movie. They're like creepy. It was a creepy, crawly one. This one is alright. I mean, it tries to be like Sharknado, but it's just not goofy enough. For the most part, it's like a regular horror film. And then you see more sharks coming, they fight them. And during the last half hour, most of it was kind of like dull. Like I said, there's a confrontation at the end I don't want to give away, but that's even done really bad. That's horrible. I mean, there's scenes where they cut away to just newscasters telling the story on the people watch TV and they show the newscasters on, and they're really boring. They should have stuck with just stuff without the newscasters. It's just And, and basically it's the sharks coming out. They don't show any more of the volcano and the rock coming and blowing. Because that part was kind of neat, but that was only like a minute and a minute and a half. And they just show the sharks attacking. They show the spiders attacking people. Spiders. If I say shark again, I apologize. I mean spiders. I got me on the Sharknado rant. They show spiders attacking people. There's no sharks in this movie. I'm screwing up again. My mind is going. Believe me. And there's spiders, and they try to fight. And then the cool thing is that they can burn through walls, or they can burn weapons and stuff. That's a neat idea. They do a decent job of that till maybe the last half hour. But basically it just plays like a straight horror film with some laughs in it. And then the guy who stars in Sharknado has a small cameo. He said, "I'm sorry, I can't do anything right now. I'm dealing with sharks. There's no sharks there." Now, like I said, Michael Winslow does some sound effects to it, which are pretty. That's what helped it. I mean, for the most part, the movie's okay. Is it Sharknado worthy? Because they're trying to say is Lavalantula the next Sharknado. The answer is no. Because the idea of the Sharknado with didn't take that out. The idea of the Sharknado with a tornado with the sharks is so preposterous. And this one is about just tarantulas coming out from a volcano and breathe lava and stuff like that. Believe it or not, that's more believable than Sharknado. Because they were saying in Sharknado 3, Sharknado lives in the clouds. Just like I talked to They Said Rock and Roll on the phone. She's my friend, one of my friends awesome friends on YouTube. And I was telling her about, she never saw the first two Sharknado, and she probably won't see this one because she thinks they're silly. But she saw Ghost Shark, though. And I was telling her about the thing, and she was just laughing her butt off. And then I mentioned Lavalantula about the shark. I mean, God damn it, the spiders coming out of the volcano and shooting lava and stuff. And she's like, she won't laugh. It's just not it's not worthy of Sharknado. It's not silly enough. I mean, for the most part, it played like a straight horror film with some jokes in it. It's not in the league of stuff like Eight-Legged Freaks. That was a lot of fun. Or Big Ass Spider. If you want to see a movie similar to this, Big Ass Spider is the one to see. It's awesome. It's well paced. Because the pacing in this is kind of like uneven and slow. And not that interesting. Michael Winslow did the sound effects. I mean, there's some parts, but Big Ass Spider is a movie to see. Or Eight-Legged Freaks, or like Kingdom of the Spiders, but those were real tarantulas in that. The William Shatner one. Or there's other, almost said shark again. There's other spider movies that are much better than this one. I have to give this, I was going to say a very mild 6.5 out of 10. I was going to go close to 6, but I don't know. But it's between a 6 and a 6.5. That's about the best I can give it. It's all right. I think people want to see this anyways. And then they said at the end, well, I see a sequel coming, because they want it to be a sequel. I mean, but they need to make it a little bit better. And like I said, the special effects were bad. There were spiders out there, and then they're on the ground, and the guys were aiming up here and shooting at the spider. They had to shoot down there. They screwed that up. And they were screwing up the sizes, too. Like, this girl, his wife was in this cattle truck. That's what we called them in basic. And she had like that flame retardant blanket that they have for real, that the firefighters have and stuff on top for. And she had that over it, and you saw almost a shark game. You see a giant spider like about 10 feet long coming and blowing fire. And she had that thing over it, so she was protected. And then it went up and started crawling her, and that was like 2 feet long. They screwing up the sizes of the spiders. I know they did some in Sharknado too, but it wasn't as bad as this one. And but it's okay. It's no winner, but I mean, I'm sure the people who want to see this will see this anyways. And it's all right. It's good for one viewing, but Big Ass Spider is so much better. And like I said, Eight-Legged Freaks and all those other ones, and Kingdom of the Spiders, those are better than this one. And Arachnophobia was really good too. But this one was okay. Like I said, between a 6 and a 6.5, like a 6.25. For Lavalantula. So until next time, please take care, my legion. Now I gotta upload this before everyone else does.